All right, Sagittarius, welcome into my channel. My name is Destiny, and you are watching Perfect Love and Perfect Trust. Now, if you are new here, I would like to say welcome and thank you for stopping by. I'm an intuitive reader, so I do tarot videos as well as other kind of magic. So if you want to learn stone magic, if you're interested in numerology, astrology, any of the above, just go on over, check out my description of my channel. If you want to follow me on other social medias, I have all that linked in the description box, so you can subscribe here and follow me there. And for personalized readings, birth charts, things like that, you'll have to book a session with me. So I do give a lot of free advice here on YouTube as well as other social media platforms, so take advantage of that. Go check out the other videos, see if anything resonates with you. Now, for our returning viewers, I would like to say a big thank you for all your donations, all your Cash App donation, your Venmo donations, your support on this channel. I wouldn't be here without you. Your likes, your comments, sharing my videos, subscribing, following me on other social medias. Like, thank you. Thank you, guys. You have no idea how big of an impact your click of a button really makes, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. All right, so Sagittarius, let's jump right in. So for those of you who follow the Vedic astrology, that's going to be December 15th through January 13th. Those of you who follow the Western astrology, that is going to be November 22nd through December 21st. All right, we have our fire element here, our Sagittarius, and we are jumping right in. So we have health and self. This is going to also pertain to like mental health. So we have changes regarding like your sex and sexuality at this time. Some of you might have realized that you like a different gender, or that you are people that previously thought that they were gay might realize that they are actually straight, or bisexual. Like just a lot of changes. You might actually have like changes in your urges. You might be more into that, you know. You might be wanting that more, or you might be wanting that less. I mean, there's just a lot of changes. It could be anything, but there's a lot of changes with that particular area of your life right now, as well as hobbies, activities, and your private life. So there's going to be a lot of changes and things that make you happy. Like if you liked to go for walks and hikes and stuff before, you might actually like sitting at home watching TV more now. Like it as an example. So there's just a lot of different things like you might have enjoyed doing before that you're not so much enjoying now, and that you're changing what you like to do with your time and for fun and for happiness that makes you happy. So your private life at this time is actually going to get like a spotlight at the end of the year when you're probably going to be watching this video. So there might be things in your private life that you might not have told your spouse that are going to come to light, or vice versa. Maybe they haven't told you, it's coming to light. There could be something in your private life that is going to come to light for others, like your family, your friends, your community, your neighbors. So be cautious of like the information that you share at this time with certain people, because it does seem like you're going to have a spotlight on all the bad things are going to be brought out into the light. It could be good things too. So let's hope that they're mostly good things. So you're also going to have like some unexpected opportunities surrounding your health. So you might have problems with your health right now. In some small aspects, you might have some problems with your health, but you're going to have unexpected like financial windfalls to help you pay for certain things. Or you might like thought you had to wait months for a surgery or a doctor visit because a certain surgeon or doctor was out of town on vacation or something, out of the country. But it so happens that just someone just as good as them is there to do this thing for you, or they came back early. Something along those lines. Like you're going to have things that might be creating problems for you with your health, but you're also going to have things that are going to be unexpectedly good for you to help solve those problems. So you might have, somebody else paying for a surgery for you that you didn't think that you could make. You might make a GoFundMe account to help pay for things at this time, because it does seem you'll be lucky in that. So if you have that kind of situation going on, I do suggest going ahead and asking for help, because you're going to get it, is what it's saying. And this could have been happening throughout all of 2024. So this could have been happening in the beginning of 2024 as well, but you're definitely going to be seeing this at the end of the year. As well as, right now when you're seeing the video, probably. All right, so there's going to be like a, sorry guys. There's going to be like a self-sufficiency thing going on with yourself, to where you're either self-sufficient and you're teaching somebody else to be like that, and you're teaching your children or friends or siblings the importance of being self-sufficient and taking care of your own. Or you're learning this. You might be just starting out in your life, young adult, and you might be really learning, how hard it is, or how important it is, or the reasons why you want to have your own stuff. You don't want to be living with other people or your parents, and you like the control thing, the freedom I'm getting, like you want your freedom. I don't know. It could be many different things. For different people, different things going to resonate. We're not all the same just because we're all Sagittarius. I'm not Sagittarius, but just because you're all Sagittarius doesn't mean every single one of you is going to be dealing with the same thing. You could be dealing with the same exact situation with a partner that somebody else is dealing with the same exact situation with their mother or child. Not, in any weird ways, but you know what I'm talking about. So it just, take what resonates, leave the rest. You're going to learn a lot of self-discipline on finances this year, I'm getting, like how to save money, things that are not working for you, how to make ends meet. You're going to be learning how to communicate your thoughts effectively to other people. I'm getting at the end of the year, you're going to be a lot better at that than you were at the beginning of the year. And also following into next year, this is going to be following you into next year. You're going to be dealing with, let me see, I wrote some notes down here. Yeah, so you're going to have better understanding of mental health issues and health regarding mental health. So not just yourself, other people. You're going to have a better understanding of how the brain works and how emotions work and how to communicate effectively with other people and how they communicate and like their tics, and how like this person might communicate differently than this person, and then they both communicate differently than you and your family, or you know what I mean? So you're going to be understanding the differences of all these different emotions, the human brain, the way people think, the way people react. And you're going to have a better understanding of manipulation and power plays. So you might be understanding how certain things that you've done in the past might actually been manipulation and you just didn't realize it. Or you might have other people doing these things to you, which is making you realize that, and you're like, oh wow, I did that before and I didn't realize I was actually doing this or that, but now I see, how I made that other person feel. Or it could be the other way around, where you're seeing like how other people were manipulating you that you just didn't really realize or understand at that time in your life. And you thought that they had your best interest at heart, but then you're actually understanding, wow, no, this person was manipulating me to get what they wanted. So it could be vice versa. It could be something along those lines. Now we're going to move into career and finance. We have unexpected opportunities regarding career growth. So you might have like, I don't know, this is just an example. You might have like a cousin come into town, be like, hey man, I got this really cool job and they need some help. And so then like you start working on with this cousin of yours, and then they end up putting you through school, and like your checks are just, your bank account's just going, so it could be just something that you're not expecting that just comes into your life during this year that you're like, whoa, okay, cool. It could just be Uber. It could be a lemonade stand. I don't know. It's just something that you weren't expecting, you weren't thinking about, and then boom, here's an opportunity for you to make some money. So there's that. Or maybe even grow your career. You could have different opportunities in order to get promoted. You could have classes that you could take, like say your boss gets sick or something and you're the next one in line. Like there could be all kinds of different kind of things like that. So just take it where it resonates, make it fit. Now, what do we have? Yeah, you could start a new job at this time. I am seeing good coworkers. So you could have like a good, if you have an assistant or something, that could be a really good positive vibe in your life. And then you could be starting new jobs. You could be starting a whole new job or getting promoted. But there could be stress around like shared resources. So either you or somebody else is sharing resources with you or you're sharing with them. So you could be living with a spouse that doesn't have a job or vice versa. You could have lost your job. And either or of you are supporting the other one. It's becoming a little stressful. Now, I mean, with the manipulation in here, this could be some of you toxic relationships here. You need to watch out for that, because with this Mars retrograde at the end of the year, things are going to blow up, like shedding light on your on your private life. Yeah, if you're in a toxic relationship, gots to go, because it's going to go either way. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so you could also, it could not have anything to do with a relationship per se. It could, or like a romantic, it could be family relationship. Like you could be living with your family and you lost your job and they're supporting you, or you could be taking care of a family member right now that lost their job. Either or, take it how it resonates. Something about shared resources and other people's money. So there could be somebody who had a setback in their job. It's really causing a hard conflict, debts, taxes. Yeah, so you need to think wisely about how you spend money right now, and don't go into any obligations with money right now. Like this is not a good time. The end of this year, don't be going into deals with people. Like don't go in on a business deal with anybody right now. It's really not a good time, unless of course you're like 100%. It's going to go how you want it to go. Now, I need to get a paper towel for my face. Oh, oily. All right, guys. Now, what do we have? Okay, so family and friends, groups, relationships, coworkers, and love. All right. You're going to have a lot of transformative relationships this year. You're going to see people for who they are. And by the end of the year, you're going to either completely break up with somebody or disown family or friends or coworkers. You're going to completely cut ties with people, or you guys are going to have like a reconciliation time and you're going to fix some kind of confusion, move on with your life. But there will be a whole new chapter. So the past is going to be dead and gone. Like there's going to be a whole new chapter here. And it does seem like some people are trying to bring the past into that, and that's not going to work. That's what Spirit's saying here. It's not going to work. So you're going to end up losing this relationship altogether, or you guys are going to have to completely move on and create a whole new relationship for yourselves. There could be some new joining of groups or organizations, or leaving some organizations. You could be starting a new hobby, joining a new circle of friends or coworkers, or you could completely be leaving some kind of circle of friends or something like that. There's going to be something with children here. Somebody could be getting pregnant. I'm seeing pregnancy. I'm also seeing there could be some issues with pregnancy. Maybe somebody's having a hard time actually getting pregnant, or maybe somebody got pregnant and they weren't supposed to. I'm seeing something about children here. So there might be something going on in your child's life at this time, in the beginning of the year, and I'm getting following into the next year as well. So you could be dealing with this now. There could be things going on with your children a lot this year, especially the beginning of the year and the end of the year. This could be good things. This could be scary things. You are cautioned at this time not to make any rational decisions. Take your time and think about your decisions before making them, and the implications they could have on others, not just yourself. There's something with your child's life. It has nothing to do with your life that's going to be going on, that's going to in turn cause something to happen in your life. I don't know how that might resonate for some of you. Let's see. There's going to be challenges surrounding your home, your parents, challenges surrounding your living situation that may be hard to fix. So you might have confusion. At this time, it might seem like it's hard to fix, but it's not actually. And you'll be a lot happier once you did. And I don't know why I'm hearing like Matthew McConaughey's voice in my head right now, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did. But no, like, it'll be a lot better once you do. You'll be so happy that you did. All right, now let's go to the end of the year, Mars retrograde, and then I'm gonna go into the cards that I pulled for you today, because I pull a card or two, depending on what Spirit throws out, of my tarot for every horoscope, just basically talking like an overview of what you might have been dealing with and what you're going through currently, and some advice for the year, basically. All right, so the end of the year, Mars retrograde. So we have Leo coming. We have the Mars coming out of Leo, going into Cancer, coming back into Leo. So it's like, which Leo and Cancer in ways are so similar. They really are, like with the devotion and the loyalty, like they really are. But some people say Cancers aren't that loyal. And I mean, I guess it depends on what your definition of loyal means, because I'm not necessarily talking about adultery here. I'm talking about like if you needed someone, who could you call and who would be there immediately, drop everything they're doing, even if they are with another partner, they would completely stop talking to that person to save your life, right? Well, yeah, Cancers and Leos are one of the top ones. Of course, we have our Scorpios, and they're pretty good at that too. But I mean, every single sign has the capacity to be that way. It's just once you tap into that part of that person, we're all different. Just because we're all under one zodiac sign doesn't mean we're all alike. All right, let's get into it. Sorry about the rambling. Exercise caution and restraint. You got to learn compassion and understanding for other people right now, because everyone's going to be going through Mars retrograde, not just you. So it's going to be hard on all of us. We're all going to have tension and aggravation with each other, and little bitty things can blow up into really, really big things without us even intending that or realizing that it could be like that. So you got to be careful there. You're going to have tension with the relationships, but you just got to grow through that, expand through that into your relationship, and learn to walk with it in order to learn how to overcome that. There could be a talk of marriages at the end of the year. I don't know, that came in here, but there's also tension surrounding like your beliefs systems and stuff, like your beliefs on how other people believe, and getting along with people who don't believe the same thing. So you'll have to work on like being more open-minded. And then we have travel, mobility, resources, shared income, tension. We already talked about that. Challenging experiences with family, parents, siblings, neighbors, and transformation. So I mean, you're gonna see the world in a very different view by the end of this year. By the beginning of next year, you might have new personality traits. You could be so transformed, honestly, by this experience. All right, so let's get into the cards we got. So I've got the Eight of Cups here, which is contentment. You're just happy. You're happy with everything that's going on right now. You're just like, I'm good, baby. And then we had the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This to me, I mean, just by reading your chart here earlier, this to me means, and some of you Take what resonates, leave the rest. This might be for some of you, might not be. What I'm getting is your intuition, your gut feeling, something inside of you is telling you that you got to leave a situation, whatever that might be. Whatever that is for you. It could be work, family, love, whatever. But you're comfortable. You're in your comfort zone in order to leave the situation that your intuition is telling you to leave and let go of and move on. You have to move out of this comfort zone, and you know it, and you don't want to. Well, that's what I'm getting, guys. And your spirit, your guides, your angels are telling you to look inside yourself, tap into your spirituality, find out who your spirit guides are and connect with them, and your archangels, and connect with them, and really do some soul searching, because you're not meant to be where you are in life. Spirit has better things for you, and you are right where you are in life in order to get you where you need to be. So there's something very valuable in this time that you're learning, and Spirit's telling you it's time. It's time, and you've overcome the obstacle, and it's time to move on. You're definitely worth it, and you're definitely smart enough to see it already. So, all right, Sag, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have an even better day, and stick around for more videos.